Hey there, hobby friends. Thanks for checking out Caffeinated Miniatures. Today, we're going to be opening up this box of grots and painting my first minis in like 15 years. Yes, you heard that right. I have not been in the hobby for something like 15 years and have not painted a single thing in that time. Well, I mean, I've painted walls in the house, but whatever. Which means the last time I saw a grot, it was a goblin, and it was on a square base. But I digress. So recently, I was cruising through YouTube, as you do, and I randomly clicked on a recommended video, which, as it turns out, was Zorpazorp and his massive recreation of Minas Tirith. And then I don't know what happened. Several hours later, and like 100 videos, I found myself in my local hobby shop with an armful of paints and brushes and this box of grots. And I guess I just sort of felt like I should make a video because even if I suck, and I never paint another thing, at least I have this to look back on and think, yeah, that was something I did. Alright, enough nonsense. Let's open this thing up. That is a hit of nostalgia. And the funny thing is, these are from 2006, so it's not even much more recent than the last stuff I painted, but yeah, the mold lines in here are not awesome. So right away, I was reminded of my least favorite part of this whole process. I just don't like scraping mold lines, particularly over the fingers of models, which was every single model in this box. So it was a pour some coffee, put on some music, and get it done kind of moment. For the skin, I fairly quickly fell on a recipe that I was pretty happy with. I wanted to have some blue undertones in the shadows, reminiscent of, I don't know, moonlight. So I used a 50-50 mix of Goblin Green from Army Painter and Deep Sea Blue from AK Interactive. And from there I layered up to just base Goblin Green. I wanted to keep the highlights very cool, pale, pallid, like skin that lives in caves. So I mixed in more and more cold white from Vallejo, which created half-decent results. Now the robes, they were a different story. After poring over the box art and the instructions insert, I didn't think I wanted to go with that straight black scheme. So I went back to Dark Sea Blue to get the same blue in the shadows and layered with Vallejo dark blue-gray and Citadel Storm Vermin Fur. And while the first try wasn't terrible, there was just so much to improve upon. I kept on going, thinning my paints more and more, kind of getting to what I think is like a glaze consistency. Listen, I don't know. I'm just figuring this out as I go along. Anyways, while I was actually quite happy with the quality of my painting, the robes kind of ended up looking like, I don't know, like a too clean kind of blue. So I cut out the Deep Sea Blue entirely, aiming to just keep that blue kind of tone in the highlights rather than the shadows. Which turned out not too bad. After that, I hammered out the remaining details, threw some grass tufts on the bases, kind of where I was trying to hide things, and tossed a black strip around the base. Fully realize that's not exactly a good paint job, but there's enough positives there to carry me through into the next project. Just going to try to continue to get slightly less bad with each brushstroke. Thanks for watching this today. If you made it this far, maybe give that like button a little love and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.